Tennessee Medical.
What to do after an accident during the corona crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to impact people across the globe. While many precautions are still in place to limit the spread of the virus, industries are working with experts to find a solution to allow life to go on safely. While staying at home under a complete lockdown would be ideal, this is just not practical. Society still needs to function, and some things will continue despite the current situation. Knowing what to do in some instances can be a little confusing, especially when emergencies happen beyond your control. While these situations are scary enough as they are, the uncertainty of the pandemic situation only adds to the stress and confusion. Although nothing can make an accident easy, there are some simple steps to take the pressure off during the COVID-19 pandemic. If you get into an automobile accident, the first step you should take is to make sure everybody is safe and there are no emergencies. Emergency medical services are still active during the pandemic and will come with an ambulance if needed. If there are no immediate dangers, you should secure the area around your car. It's incredibly useful to keep bright cones and reflective jackets in your vehicle for these circumstances. Try to surround the perimeter so that other cars can see you and know to avoid the scene of the accident. In cases where it is not practical to leave the scene untouched, try to move to the side of the road as close as possible. Take pictures of everything. Documentation is incredibly necessary. Even if everything seems like it is solved and done, it's essential to take steps to preserve any evidence. As well as preserving evidence, you want to make sure to be able to have the contact information of everyone at the scene. No matter whose fault it was, it is smart to take down any phone numbers and names so that you can contact them later if something happens. It is pretty standard for problems to only appear days or weeks after the accident. These instances are especially true when looking at some of the most common injuries people get following an accident. Conditions such as herniated discs and whiplash often have delayed manifestations. You should always be prepared to address the situation at a later date because you don't want to end up with back pain from the accident a week later with no one to contact it over. Always be sure to bring up your symptoms with a licensed medical care physician. How do you visit the doctor during quarantine? Just because there is a viral outbreak does not mean that you can't visit a pain clinic near you. Pain management is an integral part of your health. Symptoms don't merely take a break during social distancing measures. Medical clinics are considered essential businesses and remain open during the quarantine. Doctors' offices are not exclusive to those suffering from COVID-19, and patients should continue to seek medical assistance. While clinics remain open, there may be some changes to regular procedures. You should be made aware. Every location has the right to enforce their restrictions and maintain the right to deny service if patients refuse to follow. You must call up your doctor's office ahead of time so they can let you know what rules they are specifically enforcing. Some places require that patients wear protective gloves and masks. Others don't allow you to sit in waiting rooms. At the very least, call ahead of time to make sure that you have a set appointment. While these new regulations can be annoying, they are there to help keep us all safe. COVID-19 is highly contagious, and we risk infecting ourselves and others every time we enter into the public. This risk is why experts encourage social distancing measures. Social distancing, when possible, is ideal to limit the viral spread. Luckily, you can even practice social distancing with your doctor's appointments. Midtown Medical Center introduces telemedicine. Telemedicine can help patients receive expert medical advice from the comfort and safety of their own homes. This tool has been incredibly useful during these trying times. By using our telemedicine portal, eligible patients will be able to set up a video call with one of our trusted licensed medical professionals. If the physician determines you need further or in-person examination, you can simply come in person at the next available time. Conducting these virtual appointments will allow you to practice social distancing, sparing you of risk and wasted time. Even outside the scope of the pandemic, this portal is incredibly convenient. Imagine being able to get medical consultation for your minor lower back pain without having to leave your home and waste all that time in traffic and waiting. Our futuristic tool is also surprisingly easy to use. How to use Midtown Medical Center telemedicine services. You are just 3 short steps away from being connected with one of our physicians. If you are already a Midtown Medical Center patient, follow these 3 quick steps. Step 1. Call 615-560-9218. Call MMC if you are an existing patient or a new patient to see if you qualify to access telemedicine with a trusted doctor. Step 2. Access a HIPAA-compliant portal. Eligible patients can easily connect with a trusted doctor with a simple link click. Step 3. Schedule your doctor's appointment. Patients can schedule a time and date to speak with a trusted MMC doctor. If you ever have any problems getting this to work, feel free to reach out to us at any time. We at Midtown Medical Center are here to help you get the assistance you need. Now streaming, Midtown Medical Talks. And lastly, Midtown Medical Center is launching a new podcast series called Midtown Medical Talks as a way to connect with our audience at home during these uncertain times. Midtown Medical Talks is a personal injury medical and law informational podcast channel that offers next-level entertainment and business news to its listeners. Hosted by our Midtown Medical Center team, we are now streaming on all major listening platforms. To listen, visit midtownmedical.org for more.